Good morning, everybody. It's March 10th, Monday, and I'm up in the living room again. So hopefully the sun keeps coming in and out of clouds, and it's like making this big, ethereal halo thing. But hopefully this will be okay. Maybe I'll lean forward more, so I'm not quite in the sunshine. Anyway, what am I going to talk about today? Kirsten came up last weekend. We had a girls' night out. It was Seattle edition, the Kirsten migration. It was all very last minute, actually. We've been talking about doing this for a while, and then she's going to start working. She's going back to work, and we were talking about it, and she looked at her calendar and said, you know what, if it's not this weekend, it's never. And we decided that never is not a viable option for us, so she came up. And the unfortunate thing is that I don't know Seattle very well. We were raised outside of Portland. Kirsten's a friend actually from high school. And we were raised outside of Portland and know Portland pretty well. And she knows Portland much better than I do because I never did like the party hangout scene there anyway. But I don't know Seattle very well. I know restaurants and jazz clubs, but I don't know like what our shtick is these days is we're liking going out to a place where we can go out, have drinks, hang out, be able to talk a bit, and dance 80s music specifically. We don't want a meat market with young 20-something people who are all trying to get laid. And granted, you go to a bar on a Saturday night, somebody out there is trying to get laid. We're realistic. However, we just don't want it. We don't want to go to like a Coyote Ugly kind of thing. That's not what we're going for. So I had to Google a place, and I found a place that says they play 80s music on Saturday nights. That's questionable. They played Techno Beat a lot, and a couple of songs that I recognized, but otherwise the music just wasn't, it was like they played one Cure song and Depeche Mode, but Personal Jesus, I think they played. But otherwise, it just wasn't. The music was up and down, very up and down. So, when it wasn't all that great, we went back into the bar. The bar was great. Bartenders were fantastic. Security guys, we were talking to them because we got there early. We were talking to them for a while. They were very funny. They were very nice. I was a total nerd because they wear these vests that say, they have security embroidered right there. And it kind of looks like, Kirsten was saying, it looks like a fishing vest. But they're like flank jacket kind of looking things. And I said, it looks like an SG-1 uniform, because it did. And Kirsten, equally nerdy, said, no, SG-1 uniforms are beige, you nerd. Like, no, in the movie they were beige because they were in the desert, but on the TV show, they're that, that not quite black, like charcoaly black color, and that's exactly the color that they were SG-1 vests. It was fantastic. So, yeah, I was a complete nerd. And then she told them the suburb that I live in, and don't do that. If you're in Seattle for a night and you're hanging out and having drinks, don't say the name of the suburb that I live in, because you could say the east side and just let it be that unknown. Let the unknown sit there. It could be anywhere on the east side. But the particular area that I live in does not have that hip of a reputation. So let's not, label me. Anyway, so it was a good time. Aside from the music not being great, we had a really good time. We were talking from the time that she was driving up until the time that she left. The only time we were not talking was when we were eating or when we were sleeping. And I love that dynamic about her. We've known each other. We went to high school together. There was maybe about a 10-year break. We worked together for a while too at the studio, but there was about a 10-year break where we just were out of communication. And we got back into communication around the time of the reunion, and it's just sort of been sporadic. But ever since, our phone calls, because of our lifestyles, our phone calls tend to be, I've got 10 minutes to talk on my way here. What's going on? Okay, now I got to go by. And so our conversations are perpetually interrupted. But the great thing about her is, and I do the same thing, but since we both do it, it works really wonderfully. We could pick up a conversation and run with it as if we were just talking 2 minutes ago, even if it's been 2 weeks or 2 months or, in a couple of cases, 2 years. So I love that. I love being able to do that. The funny thing is that it will take us about 3 hours to tell a story because we wind on tangents forever. And we can both run with it and go, and we can also just stop for a second and go, oh yeah, I was telling you about the boots like 20 minutes ago. So anyway, but we remember exactly where the story left off and pick up again, and we could get about 5 more sentences into it and start on a new tangent that goes off in a new direction. So, but it's very fun that we're able to talk like that. So we were talking pretty much the whole time. And after the club, we stayed until last call. The club itself was cool, was all right. It was a neat place. We just needed a few more people a little earlier in the night, and that would have been good. There was not a lot of people on the dance floor until maybe the last hour and a half, which was fine. And in the last half hour, it was this very weird, large group of like frat boy. They had to have been early 20s. And they were very nice, pretty well respectful. I mean, there was like in Portland there was like a creepy guy who would get way too close and be way too forceful, and it's like, dude, back the fuck off. These guys were like, if they were dancing a little too close, you could just back up a step, and it's like, all right, it's cool, everybody's cool, everybody's like fine with it. So that made it very fun too. After last call, we were walking back to the hotel, and there's an IHOP right behind the hotel. And I believe everybody from the area bars that stayed until last call went to IHOP that night. It was supposed to be a half-hour wait for a table, but because it was just me and Kirsten and everybody else was in larger groups, we got up there and put our name on the list, and then the host like leans back and goes, I can get you in right now. And so we got a little too off to one side, so we were talking to everybody around, asking them where they went, trying to take notes for next time. I don't think either one of us remembers any of the names of any of the places that anybody else went. So, but we'll just have to do research. So if anybody out there knows Seattle and knows of a place that we can go that's not going to be Coyote Ugly, but it's going to be a place that, we can 30-something chicks can go and hang out and listen to some decent 80s music, that would be lovely to know. So let us know. I don't remember if I mentioned, the drink that we had. I don't remember if I mentioned that, but we had a drink called Captain Jack. It's named after Captain Jack Sparrow. It was fantastic. It was absolutely fantastic. It was Captain Morgan's rum and Southern. I'll look it up and put the little thing about the drink in the blog entry. I don't remember if I mentioned it. I'm babbling a lot. I'm very overly tired. I only slept for 4 hours, and because the hotel that I picked was next to a church, and we stayed there on a Saturday night. So we were up talking until 5 in the morning, until Kirsten finally hit the light and said, "Okay, we're sleeping now." Click, and the church bells went off at 9 in the morning. And it was daylight savings, so we lost an hour there too. But, when I go out drinking anyway, I drank a lot of water. I did not get hungover. I didn't even lose my voice, which is amazing with the amount of talking I did. But I only sleep for 4 hours, and it is exactly 4 hours, and I am awake, and I cannot sleep the rest of the day. So that happens when I drink. I don't know why. So, I was only going to sleep for 4 hours anyway. But I'm almost up to 10 minutes, so I've got to cut this off. But the other thing is I took pictures with my cell phone, but I left my cell phone in Kirsten's car. So when I get my cell phone back, I will post the pictures that I took. And I'm going to end the video now because we're almost up to 10 minutes. So everybody have a good week, and I will talk to you all later.